Want to do a cheers?
You want to what?
Cheers.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do a wee swap there.
Right guys, we're going to start this video here. We've got Martin with us, and today we're just starting here because we're starting at Dan's wife's bubble tea place, which is absolutely delicious. I think probably about 6 or 7 videos ago I did put it on here, but I put it at the very end of the video. But surprisingly, the next day she had to stop work at 12 midday or 1 or something because she'd sold out and didn't prepare enough. Excellent. But they're prepared now. But they're nice though, yeah, Martin, what do you think?
Right, this area, a lot of people are asking about it, and it's called the Pratumnak Corn Market, just off Deposit Road. Now it's a sneaky place because it's mostly kind of wholesale.
Yeah.
It's the biggest fruit and veg market in Pattaya, but a lot of people don't know about it, but all the traders know about it. So this is where I come. Believe it or not, see just behind us here, you can buy 10 coconuts for 300 baht.
Is this where Rides for Kicks used to come from?
Yeah, actually I get 10 for 280 baht the other day there, right? That's brilliant value, and just carrying 10 coconuts up to your condos and have work written off. But hey, and I can tell you a wee secret. You wake up with an erection every morning. Coconuts, mate.
Lucas swears by that.
It works, honestly. It's a natural Viagra.
Right. Well, I'll have to try that then. Anyway, just on a different point. When we came here a few weeks ago, there was just Dan's wife here. Now you've got all these other stores here. I think that's chicken there, and then you've got a bakery here. A bakery. I'll have to try that. And then behind, just on the side here, it's not open yet, but there's a Thai restaurant going here. Now, the good news is that in the first month, you made a little bit of profit. And like I say, she was on her own here. Now you've got more and more going on, so hopefully a
hotspot, Nick.
The hotspot.
You know all about hotspots.
She's creating a hotspot.
Yeah. Okay. Now, according to the Nick Dean business model,
right,
Dan should sell less bubble tea and get more sexy women in here.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea.
We're not sure if it's going to work. It's a great little setup. Let's sit down and have a bubble tea, Nick.
Yeah. You know, we just sat inside before.
Then we can get Nick measuring his crack cocaine. Half Q there. Breaking Bad. Could just watch that machine all day. Kiwi's my favourite, to be honest. Kiwi ice cream. Oh, I love kiwi ice cream. But difficult to find it. So my kiwi bubble tea is perfect.
But yeah, that's nice. Milk and coconut.
I went for the kiwi. Well, I don't know what it is. Kiwi and something else. It is very sweet.
And these are really cheap, guys. 35 baht each. Come on, what's that? 80 pence. Or a dollar.
I seen there was an interesting thing that's been posted just now, and a lot of our mongers will be able to relate to it. And that is, although a lot of the countries are perceived as good countries to live in, they're actually out of step with the income. And they're talking about places like the States, places like the UK was high up there. Obviously there's a few other countries, but there's a lot of people, they want to go to these countries, but they're not good value anymore. Yeah. They're not making enough salary to do your house and do your food. And this is where you come into Thailand. So when you come to Thailand, 80p, like, you know, a few baht can get you something really nice.
It's still cheap here though, isn't it? I mean,
it is cheap here.
I know you go on about prices, but I think in the, say, nearly 20 years you've been here, it's not risen that much. I think it will at some point. Well, the secret always to Asia, and especially Pattaya, was make your money somewhere else and spend it here. That was always the system. But you know, there's an old joke. It's been going around for years. You know, how do you make $1 million in Pattaya? We come with 2 million. Or was that to say open a bar?
Well, I know that, like, another cliche is never open a bar because you're doomed to failure. Look at Nick Dean, you don't look like a failure to me.
You never know. Could be. No, it's not. But you got to keep going. You got to keep cracking on. Do you know what the coconuts I love? The virgin coconuts. The milk in that tastes far better. Do you know which ones I mean? They're like generally smaller coconuts.
Oh, the wee tiny ones.
But these are ones that Dan loves, and every time he sees one, he gets a couple. But the virgin ones, yeah, are much nicer.
I think these main coconuts are called Nam Hom coconuts. I think Dan will tell me that, but for some reason they're called Nam Hom. Good water, smelly water. I don't know what I mean.
It's got a nice aircon in there. You've got a TV. She's got everything going on in here. So anyway, what's it called here, sorry, Martin?
The Ratana Corn Market.
Ratana Corn Market. Cool. Right, now what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to go to a restaurant. We're going to get some food, Martin, that I have been wanting to go here for some time because I keep seeing it all over social media. I think it's in Pratumnak, is it?
Right, so Pratumnak is my area, but as always, have you ever got this scenario where when you stay in an area, you never explore what's in your doorstep?
Yeah.
Right, so you go other places, but you don't go know what's around the corner. Now, such a place, Pratumnak's getting a lot of good restaurants and bars.
Yeah.
Lots going on there. A lot of people don't even leave Pratumnak, to be fair. And one of the most famous places is the one called the Olde Rogues Retreat. Now, as far as I know, it's like a kind of good old British grub. And it seems like it's a golf society.
That's what Martin wanted today, by the way.
Well,
I said, are you coming out today? And he said, well, yeah, we've got some good old British food.
Good old British, good old British food. Now, I've done a wee bit of research on this place. And apparently it is like a golf society.
Right.
So we're gonna have to pretend we're golfers now.
Okay.
So what do you know about golf?
Hole in one?
19th hole?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
right, so if we're going to infiltrate the Olde Rogues Retreat, we're going to have to walk in like we're like normal punters. We're going to have to pretend we know about golf.
That'll be a difficult one.
Right,
Yeah.
so I know nothing about golf, so I don't know how we're going to swing this one, Nick.
Let's go anyway, let's go. Right, so we're in on Pratumnak Soy 5, and this is Olde Rogues just behind it. The good news is, Martin, it's got air conditioning inside there.
I know you'd love that.
Aye. Because I was just saying, I know I do know about heat and that, but the last couple of days it's been gone back to humid, hasn't it? When it was cooling down a bit. He's here now. Right, should we go inside? And what are you going to eat?
I don't even know what they do in the menu. I'm assuming it's going to be fish and chips, or it's going to be bangers and mash,
Bangers
or
and mash
something
and
like that.
yeah.
So let's see what I can squeeze in.
Come on, let's go inside.
That was a classic, that.
What year was that? 82?
78, 70.
You know what? Guess where I was at the time watching that? I was actually in Aviemore because we used to go skiing.
Was
and
that not the year that was a really good summer? It was like...
No, that was 76.
Was it?
2 years after. But yeah, 78. I remember I was young and I got black eye because I was ice skating in the barrier. But yeah, I was in Aviemore in Scotland. When that was, I don't think England had qualified yet.
I just remember it being a classic football strip. See the strip?
Yeah.
Everybody wanted one of them.
It's probably the best one.
You know, like design-wise.
It's the badge as well. I like the badge. First impressions of it, it's very clean, it's new, and the aircon's really good. Like you were just saying on the way in, Martin says I'm getting old because I'm looking for places with aircon now.
Yeah, the heat seems to be. I've been here for a long time, but the heat still gets to me.
Do you think maybe that's because you've been sick, you've been indoors a lot? So
I think so.
When I go out in the day, I'm really sweating because I'm behind aircon all the time. It's not really a good thing to have aircon all the time.
Now, my first impression of this place is, for some reason, it feels cosy.
Yeah.
We were at Nicky's a few weeks ago there, Nick, and I felt like there was no character in the place. The food was great, but no character.
That's because it was new, yeah?
Yeah, but over here, there is a lot of character. We've got a Scotland football top on the wall, which I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, it's
Thank you.
the layout's more cosy, so I like that.
So have you decided what you're going to eat yet? I mean, it's a big extensive menu, this.
I've got quite an extensive wine list.
What?
Is it too early for wine?
It is too early. No, I'm going to think of go something different, like liver and bacon.
Liver and bacon. Sounds interesting.
Martin, have you decided yet?
I'm going to try the old Yorkshire style.
Okay. And now I know what Dan's probably going to have. He's probably going to have an English breakfast.
Jolly good old chap.
Are you sure that's a small breakfast? We've got toast butter, sausages, hash browns, mushrooms, bacon, egg, fried egg. With that as well, you're getting a cup of tea as well, which is, in fact, no, sorry, you get a pot of tea. So you're getting at least two cups of tea out of it. In all that, Martin, for 125 baht. That's a steal.
It's a bargain. You're
That's
always moaning
unbelievable.
at me looking for bargains. That's a bargain.
Dan, I'm always looking for bargains. You misinterpreted what I say.
That wouldn't even get you a Samagil light and Matador bar in Soy-Bucal. Over 120 baht now. Right.
But yeah, that does look good. And Dan, you took in it, mate. Thank you. Come. Well, there you go. Liver and bacon. Martin, look at the size of that liver on here. So we got chips, we got vegetables, we got mushrooms, mongs too, broccoli even. But yeah, let me lift this up. Right, so we got the bacon there, the liver here, and the onions underneath. This is 220 baht, guys. So 220 baht for that. It's less than a fiver. That's cheap, mate. That's very cheap. Let me taste the, obviously the main bit here. It's nice and soft. A lot of people say, what's liver? I'll be doing the gravy, yeah.
To the gravy pour.
Wow. It's been quite thick and a bit chewy. This is delicious. Thumbs up. Wow.
Enjoy,
Cup.
So I went for the Yorkshire filler, and it's a huge Yorkshire pudding thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? You're British, you're English. Can you tell me more about this, Nick? I'm Scottish.
Well, it's not really. I mean, you have. I've been watching a guy called Callie. Some American guys. He's doing videos in the UK. He's a Callie ghost hunter. He's a ghost hunter, but he does food videos, and he's in Scotland at the moment. And he's having Yorkshire pudding every day. He's loving it.
Excellent.
So don't tell me you don't have Yorkshire pudding in Scotland. Is what I'm saying.
I have in mince and tatties, that's what I have. So we've got beef, piece of beef here. We get some veg, we get some mashed potato, all wrapped in a big Yorkshire pudding. 220 baht. There's not much profit in this. Is that really?
You can eat it like a sandwich like that.
Yes. It's like a Yorkshire pizza.
Just try some of the beef and try some of the Yorkshire.
Very nicely cooked. The beef is tender.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That'll be what do they call it? Stew beef? Is it stewing beef or something like that? I'm gonna have to say I'm absolutely stuffed after that, but it was delicious, mate. Because on my plate, it wasn't just like sort of liver or onions. There was loads on there. There was mongs too. There was mushrooms. There was cauliflower. There was broccoli. It was like a proper dinner. Too much fun with it. Too much liver on that plate. I'm full. My one meal a day. I presume your stomach shrunk quite a bit.
Yeah, but I've got my appetite back. But I had my breakfast quite late, so I had a breakfast at 11 o'clock this morning. So I'm still quite full up. But I tell you what, that was spot on, and I could see that could just do me the whole day now.
Yeah, same here.
And I quite like it. It's a nice atmosphere in here. And an interesting thing, Dan will show you, maybe in a cutaway here, they still do British newspapers in here.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were sitting in a bar and reading a British newspaper?
If you can you remember right, there used to be a place in Pratumnak. I'm not sure if it was this street. It might have been Soy 5 at the very bottom, on the right, Elephant Bar. Can you remember the Elephant Bar?
Oh yes, it's vaguely.
He basically, I think it was owned by a Yorkshire guy. Somebody can correct me on that. But it was called the Elephant Bar because the meals were massive, and they had newspapers. But what they did is, they printed them every day on a big A4. They put them in like a wooden, like a.
Yeah. Stop people running away with them.
No, just so they could put it together actually. But yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember that place. It was about 2005 when I used to go there, 2004.
Yeah, I miss my old English newspaper, that comes back from Benidorm days. And have you ever noticed that it's the only thing that gets windows clean is an old newspaper? And that's why I miss it.
Yeah, because the print on it and that, yeah. Right, so we'll get an opinion off Dan now as well.
I was disappointed there was no tobacco sauce. There is no spice in it at all, and yeah, but I love it again.
But
it's the best again.
Dan, you're not supposed to have tobacco sauce on any breakfast. What are you talking about?
House Parliament. Yeah, I love it. I almost lick the plate up, and it just looked clean, not too much, not too small, and it's cheap. I love it. I enjoyed it.
We need more Dan.
We're gonna bring more of Dan down the cameraman, but it's just having to make them 10 cups each time. Get him down to 2 and then we'll be all right. That's it, guys. Pratumnak Soy 5 Olde Rogues Retreat. And by the way, I'm impressed.
Good value considering Pratumnak is perceived as the upper class area of Pattaya.
would you think that? Would you think that?
Because I stay here.
Have you that?
So you would expect somewhere to be more expensive, but it doesn't turn out that way.
No, it's the proportions there were huge as well. And let me just say, the staff, very nice as well. Very, very nice, very friendly. So kudos to them. And also, if you just pan the camera that way down, there's a place over here. I think there's 6-12 months it's been there. That's called the Snug, and we're pretty sure it's owned by the same place.
Yeah.
Because I was told earlier I can go in there and order food from here. So I'm pretty sure the Snug is the same place as here.
So I think that's more the pub area. This is the restaurant area.
Yes,
I
yeah.
believe they do pool tournaments. They've got a golf society, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you do like playing golf, they go to different areas. All because there's a lot of golf courses in Pattaya around this area.
Oh, loads.
So,
and also you've got the newspapers.
aye.
So Martin, last time you did a video with us, you said you wanted to say it at the very end.
So we'll catch you on the next one.
Ta-da!
Bye.